Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Dion Robbins, and I have the pleasure of serving as the president of Emory's Black Law Students Association. I am very, very glad to be here today just to share some words of encouragement and also just share my insight and thoughts on the whole law school journey that a lot of you are looking forward to taking on. I completed my undergraduate studies at Howard University, also known as the Mecca, and I can honestly say that the 4 years that I spent at Howard University were some of the best 4 years of my life. As a 17-year-old senior in high school in 2009, Howard University was the only school I applied to because I was very confident that Howard University would be the place that would mold and shape me into the man that I desired to be. My allegiance always has and always will be with historically black colleges and universities. So please understand that I was really, really excited when I heard from Evangeline about the opportunity to come speak to you today at the National HBCU Pre-Law Summit. And please never, ever underestimate the value in seeing someone that looks like you actually accomplishing something that you would like to accomplish. Because the reality is our counterparts have had access to these examples for a very long time, and they're also born into this privilege. As a pre-law student, I had to attend events like this in order to get access to people that looked like me doing exactly what I wanted to do. I've been very, very fortunate to have phenomenal mentors, family and friends that really understood the value of utilizing their talents, their gifts, and their treasures to ensure that I'm very successful in everything that I pursued in the past. And I wouldn't be where I am today without these people, and I definitely wouldn't be where I even aspire to be without the support and encouragement of these exact people. So my advice to everyone today, and I would just love to encourage everyone to just take advantage of every opportunity to seek mentorship. But most importantly, also make yourself available to serve as a mentor to others as well, because it's equally important that as you continue on this law school journey that you just reach back and make sure that you're helping out people that are trying to do the same things that you're trying to do. I'm now in my 3rd year of law school. To God be the glory. And I'm really just, it's been a pleasure to serve as the president of Emory's Black Law Students Association. It's been a role that's allowed me to really effectuate change in the black legal community while also attending a predominantly white institution. Emory's Boston chapter has literally been the highlight of my time in law school. My first introduction to Emory Law School was at the Emory Black Law Students Association's Accepted Students Weekend, and I would love to see many of y'all faces this upcoming year in April at our Accepted Students Weekend. And I would also encourage you, no matter where you end up, to please take an active role in your Boston chapters, because it's an opportunity for you to further what you're hearing today and continue to reach back, as I mentioned before, and just help people out along the way. Because it's important, and a lot of times you can feel isolated and feel alone at predominantly white institutions, but our Boston chapter and Boston chapters across the country come together and just make it feel like home, and it made it feel like home for me at Emory. I decided to come to law school because I recognized the need, as Professor Washington mentioned, the need for African American attorneys in the legal field. The journey itself has not been easy at all. I've definitely seen and had my fair share of setbacks. I heard more no's than yeses, and I felt like giving up more times than I can count. But I definitely want to encourage everyone in this room to just never be afraid of hearing no. Because I can honestly say that all the no's I've heard in the past over this last 3 years have always led me to a greater yes. And I want to also encourage you to just, with that and not being afraid of hearing no, just apply for everything. Even if you don't feel as though you necessarily meet all of the qualifications, apply for the opportunity, because a lot of times there are a lot of other people that won't apply just because they're afraid that they don't have the qualifications. Time and time again, I've applied for things and people are like, are you sure? You sure you want to do that? And I'm like, yeah, I want to do that. And I've gotten it. And they give me the same question, you got it? Like, yeah, I got it. Because I did it. I went out for it, and I went for something that not a lot of people were willing to go for. And at the end of the day, what's for you will always be for you. So let these no's lead you into something that's going to be even greater than what you even expected. And when you feel like quitting, just don't. Because one thing I've realized is that you'll never know who's really looking at you for inspiration. You never know who's just looking at you and just wondering how you're continuing on and how you're able to continue to do what you're doing. So you quitting is letting someone else down, and I've always seen it as that. push through LSAT preparation, push through the law school application process. It's gonna definitely be hard and it won't be easy, but it doesn't last long. Like literally standing here today as a third-year law student, I never would have thought half the things that have happened to me over the last 3 years would have happened. And I'm grateful for the journey. I'm grateful for the no's. I'm grateful for just the opportunity to just figure it out. And I think that's something that a lot of people here will be doing right now, is just trying to figure it out. You don't know where you're gonna be in the next 2 years, but it'll all be worth it, and it's all gonna be a great learning experience for you. And as Dean just mentioned, good luck to anybody taking the LSAT tomorrow. I'm so glad to have that behind me, and you will too once it's out of the way. But just be confident in your preparation, and just know that you've done all you can up until the time, so don't stress out. Today's one more day. You go in there and give it the best that you got, and be done with it. Thank you for having me today. I really appreciate it. It's been great so far, and I just want to applaud everyone in the room for being here today. Everyone has really taken a crucial step into making law school a reality for yourself. Because the reality is that the legal profession is composed of less than 10% African Americans. So please understand that your presence is needed. And your presence here today is greatly appreciated. So continue to take advantage of these opportunities, and continue to just make sure that you appreciate these opportunities, because your presence in law schools all across the country, no matter where you end up, is really needed, as Professor Washington and Takia mentioned earlier today. Enjoy this time. Like, it's really a good time for us right now. It's a good time to be Black in America, no matter how hard it might be. We all are presented with the opportunity right now to be in law school, as Professor Washington said. It's something that a lot of people lived and dreamed about. So just continue to take advantage of this opportunity, celebrate this time, and celebrate even the small victories. I'm glad to be here today. I'm gonna go out and celebrate tonight. It's a Friday. It's a good time to be alive. So just take advantage of these opportunities and be happy and celebrate. That's all I have. Make sure you make yourselves available to others, remain humble, and stay grateful. Thank you.